We are going to continue to track more developments, but for now, we are going to leave it there and shift our focus to some more news that we're tracking. Now, the funeral of Lalgun Singsit, a Kuki protester who succumbed to injuries sustained during violent clashes in Manipur, was conducted by a civil society organization in his honor. Singsit, a resident of Keithelmanbi in Kangpokpi district, was among those affected in the recent conflict that escalated into a violent confrontation. At least 50 others, including women, were injured in the firing that ensued as tensions flared between protesters and security forces. The Manipur police have stated that the situation escalated after demonstrators resorted to stone pelting, leading to a forceful response. Following the protests, Kuki's organizations announced a total shutdown in the region, which was later called off. However, emotions remain high as the community mourns Singsit's death and calls for justice. NewsX has spoken to the family of the deceased, who expressed deep grief and concerns over the ongoing violence in the state. As Manipur continues to grapple with unrest, the funeral served as a poignant moment, highlighting the need for resolution and peace in the region. Take a listen.
In Manipur, when the free movement was started and a bus was sent to the hills of Kangpokpi district, there was a lot of chaos, there was protest, and in that protest, several people were injured and one person had lost his life amid the protest. We are joined by the family members of the person who lost his life, and we'll be knowing more about the person. And also, it's a very tragic time for you, but thank you for speaking to us. Can you firstly introduce the person who lost his life in this protest? Yeah, it's okay. Fine.
Actually, I am the sister-in-law of the deceased person.
Yeah.
So first of all, I want to clarify that my brother is innocent.
Yeah.
Because at the time they were attacked, he was on the locality. He was not on the highway.
Which area he was?
We are from Keithelmanbi,
Okay.
Kangpokpi district.
Yeah.
At that time, the problem was going on on the highway, but then he was on the locality, not on the highway at
Okay.
first. And I want to clarify that he is innocent because some said that we are taking the center force first.
Yeah.
But that was not, because as soon as some of my locality members and my brothers also were present.
Yes.
In our locality itself. So at that time, I don't know how, but the center force came up from the highway and who were on duty came up
Right.
there, and then they were attacking my brothers.
And what did he tell you people that he was going out of the house to see the protest, or did he tell you that he's just going out for some work? What exactly did he tell before going out, leaving the house?
Actually, before he went out, I don't know when he was going out. I was at home
Okay.
at the time, and I was how to say, like this. My brother and all, they are very, how to say, innocent. And then at the time, actually, I feel so depressed, and I can't even express how sad I am.
It's quite an emotional time for the family, because this shows you the intensity of the conflict in Manipur, wherein so far more than 250 people officially have lost their lives. Several people have been injured, and this is one of the tragic case studies of all the people who have lost since the conflict began more than 22 months back. And the situation has only escalated further, because we have seen on March 8th the protests led to the loss of life of a young man, and who had a family. And you can see all the village people are gathered here. They are in this small room, which is a waiting area of a government facility. And I'll ask the camera person to show the entire room. All the ladies are here. They are waiting, and they are waiting for the demands to be met. There are several demands being raised by the public, and you can see this is a small waiting area in a government facility, and there are prayers ongoing here right now. There is a lot of sad moments for everyone. Ma'am, I know it's a very difficult time for you, and asking this question is also a very problematic for you to answer. But just tell us one thing, that the situation in Manipur in the last 22 months, It has seen a lot of protests, lot of conflict. What is your request to the government? What do you request the government on a personal level?
Actually, let me answer the previous question.
Yes, sure.
At first I was so emotional, and I cannot
I understand, ma'am.
just express what I have on my mind.
Right.
At first, when I heard that my brother was shot, we thought that he was just hurt, and then later someone called up and said, "Oh, your brother is hurt. You have to come back." At that time, we were, let's say, preparing for an evening dinner, and he was not at home. So I just left my food on the table
Right.
and ran down on my to the place where my brother was kept.
Right.
So actually, it's like this. I feel more sadder because he was innocent and he was without any weapon. He didn't have any weapon. He was just an innocent boy. And then, so as soon as he was hurt, that people, those who informed me, since as soon as I heard my brother was hurt, I ran down, and then on the way, I met some people who took care of my brothers, and then they kept him in a veranda nearby the place where he was hurt.
Right.
And then, as soon as I saw my brother full of blood on his, he was hurt on his chest.
Okay.
He was shot on his chest. So I feel like this is not. We are also people of India. We love India. The only thing is that we want a separate administration so that we can take care of our own land. As soon as I saw my brother was hurt, I cried a lot. But then I was so much in panic, and the saddest part is that when I saw him stop breathing, that was what. How hard I was, and I was thinking it was just I wish it was just my dream, seeing my brother lying on the floor with lots of covered with blood. I'm so sorry.
It's fine, ma'am. It's fine. You can take your time.
I'm so sorry. That's all.
So you can see here the situation in Kangpokpi district right now. It is a situation of sad encounters. It's very difficult as a journalist to ask question also at this time, but we have to do our work to show what is the ground reality happening in Manipur. Today we are in Kangpokpi, and sometime else we will be in a different area, but the situation is similar. People's lives are getting lost. With video journalist Nishan, this is Nibir reporting for NewsX.
All right, we are going to leave it there and shift our focus to some more news that we're tracking ahead of the